So the first thing to do when getting on the trainer is to do a specific warm-up to the ZEN8 indoor trainer. Now, today I'm going to take you through one of my favourite warm-ups. This is a warm-up that I do before every race. I just find for me it gives me the best muscle activation and it kind of gets my body ready to race hard. So it's 20 seconds of exercise, 20 seconds of recovery. We're going to go through double arm catch isolation, elbow extension, double arm catch pauses, double arm catch pull-throughs, and then finally 20 swimming actions at a more kind of intense pace just to get the blood flowing a little bit more. So we're going to start off with our double arm catch isolations, and off we go. So all I'm doing is I'm just bringing it down to there and then returning back. Bringing it down and returning back. Now, it's really good if you can keep a nice high elbow on this. The elbow will track slightly outwards, but you know, it's staying in a relatively similar position. Okay, so that's the first 20 seconds. So we're going to have 20 seconds rest. The next exercise is elbow extension. So what we're going to do is lock our elbows into our sides and we're going to extend backwards. I'm going to go 3, 2 and 1. So we're just extending through. If you want to be really kind of golden star with this, you want to push through hard and then come back to the starting position kind of in as slow as you can. This is a real good burner for the triceps. Some of you may need to move slightly forward on the trainer just to kind of offload that a little bit more, but if you can stay in this position, that's the best. Okay, 2 and 1. Okay, so the next exercise is we're going to go into double arm catch pauses. So basically we're going to do the first exercise to there and then we're going to push through. So in a way you're kind of combining that action and that action in one go, so it's there and then pushing through. We want to make sure we've got that good catch to then push through, so just make sure that you're taking your time here. I'm going to go 3, 2 and 1. So we're catching that water and then we're pushing it through. Catching that water and then pushing it through. I like this one particular because, you know, sometimes if you're just going through the full movement, you can forget the importance of getting that good catch, or you can just kind of skip through it. So it is really important to find that and then push through. 2 and 1. Okay, so that's double arm catch isolation, push through pauses. So now the last one, we're going to do 20 seconds of just straight pull through. Again, we are trying to get that nice catch and then pushing through, but it's a little bit more fluid this time. Going in 2, 1 and off you go. So just pulling through nice and strong. Two and 1. Okay, so the last thing to do now, you will have a little bit of a burn in your arms if you've been doing these correctly. We're just going to go into our swimming stroke, but we're just going to swim as normal. I'm going to do this for 20 seconds. This is going to be a little bit faster, a little bit more at pace, just to get a bit more blood flowing before we get into kind of the main part of the session. So we're going to go in 2 and 1. So just swimming as best as you can, trying to maintain that high elbow. You might also find if you're doing this quick enough that you have to try and engage the core to stop the body twisting on the trainer. It's 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Okay. At this point you may want to quickly take off the paddles, have a little walk around, just to kind of let the arms have a little bit of a break. I'm going to stay on it just for the purpose of this video. The next part we're going to go into, this is a bit of a new exercise I've been experimenting with, so just take your time with this. We're going to go through 16 reps. What I'm looking for is similar to that swimming action, however, when you get to here, rather than just going back to the front, we're going to try and raise it over slightly and then bring it back. Now, if you don't have the range of motion, because we would be on a side here, you may just want to come back here and then just bring it through almost as if you were doing doggy paddle, or even if it's to there and then bring it through slowly. However, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it back and then just bring it forward slowly as if I was doing normal freestyle. So we go 16, so it's 8 each time. Looking for that control on the way back. The beauty of this is you can actually watch what your arms are doing all the way through this. Three, 2, and 1. Okay, good job. That can be quite tough on the shoulders, so again, if you need to have a quick break, you can walk around, just give it a little bit of a wiggle if you are following along with the session. Now, if you've been following the ZEN8 page for a while, you may have seen this before, but it's one of my kind of key sessions that I like doing on the trainer. We are doing swimming actions all the way through this. We're going to go 10 seconds fast, fast swimming actions with 10 seconds rest, 20 seconds fast with 20 seconds rest, 30 at more of a moderate pace, and then 40 kind of an easy to moderate pace. And the reason for this is we're going 10 strokes as fast as we can, as if we were starting a race, we're going for it. We're having a quick rest. We're then going to go 20 seconds fast to back it up, so you can think of this as we've just started and now we're trying to get into this first buoy. And then once we go into the 30 and the 40, it's just trying to settle into race pace, but not giving any of the time away that we've been working so hard to get. So it's 10 seconds with 10 rest, 20, 20, 30, 30, 40, 40. I'm going to do this 2 times through. You may want to do this 1 time through, depending on how you're feeling and if you're new to the trainer. So we get started then. It's going to be quick, short and sharp. For the first few bits, we move through it really quickly, and then the ending reps will be a little bit slower, so just have that in mind. But we are looking to overload that first bit and then slow it down as we get a little bit more fatigued. Because of what it will feel like, as you might feel like you're going through consistent effort all the way through, but you know, it's a little bit individual for everyone out there. So 10 as fast as you can while holding good technique. Going in 3, 2, 1, and off you go. Okay, so it's not a lot of rest, it's just enough to get going. We're going to go straight to 20. So it's trying your best on this to try and keep good form. You know, it is difficult and you will wobble a bit as you go fast. But it's just trying your best to maintain everything. Now we're on the 30 and 40, now it's a little bit more about being controlled and thinking more about the technique over the actual effort itself. Okay, going 2 and 1, so just 30. And then the 40, after the work now, will feel quite tough on the arms, especially if you're not used to this sort of work. So, you know, your body's going to feel a bit rough at this point. So just try your best to hold form and just get through it. Okay, going in 2 and 1. So this is about kind of settling into race pace. So you should be tired by now, but you're just settling into race pace. one time through. Like I said, I'm going to repeat this a second time, but it's up to you whether or not you want to do it a second time. You can just skip along until the second set's done, or if you're still following on for me, you can come with me the second time. I'm going to quickly have a break, just looking for about 90 seconds, anywhere from 9 seconds to 3 minutes recovery. Just have a little walk around, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out the bit that I'm walking around because no one wants to see that. So have your 3 rests and then just resume the video when you're back. Okay, second set. So we know what we're doing now. Second time through. Just trying to back up that first one. Again, strong start, and then as we go through it, the effort will be reduced slightly each time. Okay, 10 seconds fast then. Going 2, 1, off you go. 10 reps, sorry. 10 seconds rest, backing it up with the 20. I always think of this session as being, if you can get through the 20 and 10, the 30 and 40 isn't too bad. But still a little bit to go. Okay, the 30, if you're feeling good, can kind of be a moderate to hard, and then the easy, and then the 40 be a moderate, but again, it's kind of our own personal preference. 30. Okay, 40 to go. Whew. Whew. Oh, your arms are feeling a bit like jelly now. The important thing with the 40 is just kind of trying to get into a rhythm and then just holding that rhythm as best you can. Right. Whoa. Nice. The good thing about this is, if your form starts to deteriorate, you'll notice that you can sometimes catch, and as soon as you start doing that, that's when your technique's gone. So, you know, if you're maintaining high elbow all the way through, you know, it's relatively easy. But if you're coming through and then you're dropping the elbow, or you're coming through too low, that's when you know, it's showing you that actually, you know, you can tell when your form's deteriorating based off, you know, the feedback that you're getting from both. How easy the arms to come through, and with resistance and bands, as you start to fatigue, if you start pulling right down here or out wide, or you know, that is a lot harder than just pulling through as strong as you can. So it's one of the reasons that I like using the trainer to show technique as opposed to just, you know, ploughing through in the pull. So to finish off, we're just going to be doing some single arm work. So to finish off, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing some balance work. So what I'm going to do is, you won't want me to see on this camera, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift my left leg off of the floor. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull through with my right arm 10 times. And then I'm having to squeeze my tummy to control this movement, and you'll be able to, you might be able to see on the camera that I'm actually moving quite a lot on the trainer. Okay, and I'm going to repeat it on the other side. Another thing as well is, when you're doing kind of the single leg balance work, is you can actually see which side has a weakness, which side is slightly stronger, and you can adjust. Whoa, right, so I've done them individually. Now it's time to raise both my legs off the floor. You might need to readjust yourself on the trainer slightly now that you're changing your centre of mass. Both legs off the floor, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull through the arms individually. Now, the trainer is actually very difficult to keep nice and controlled through this sort of work. And the more that I get stronger, the more and more work I do with both legs off the ground, because it really does engage the core to maintain a good position and not wobble about too much. So I've done that once, and I'm going to repeat the same thing again. So lifting that left leg off the floor, right arm pushing through. If you are following this, just make sure that you're taking your own rest. My rest is just a guide. I've been on this trainer now for a long, long time, so some of the work that's more controlled, I can just kind of keep going. So just work through it at your own pace if you are following on from this. Okay, and the other side. That's 10 each side, and now 10 with both legs off the floor. So, the last thing to do now is just do a nice gentle cool down. For this, I'm going to just repeat some of the warm up, but just halving the reps. So I'm going to go 10 through with the double arm catch. Then I'm going to go through 10 of the elbow extensions. Okay, I'm going to have a little break there. So to finish off, I've got my double arm catch pauses, and I've got my double arm pull throughs, and then I've got some very easy swimming actions, and then I'll be the session over. So, pause 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 10 pull throughs. Have a little bit of rest first. And then finally, I'm just going to go through some swimming actions, very, very easy. If you find the resistance quite hard now, this is when you might want to jump off and then just do some light dynamic stretches, or even if you move the trainer slightly forward, the position might not be set up properly, but you can kind of still pull back with a little bit less resistance. But yeah, to finish off, just 15 nice, sorry, not 15, 16, just nice and easy swimming actions. Brilliant, that is the session done. Thank you for watching my indoor 15-minute routine on the ZEN8 Indoor Swim Trainer. If you've enjoyed the video, please leave it a like and subscribe to the channel to keep up to date with all the information regarding the ZEN8 Indoor Swim Trainer.